In the past, I never played Need for Speed Most Wanted. And all I ever did was watching my older sibling play. But why? Well, that's because I was like 10 and I was afraid of the cops, same with Carbon and Undercover. But now, as an adult, I finally give it a go, and the reason why is because recently, I replayed my first ever Sonic game, Shadow the Hedgehog, and in that game, my first run was going through the dark path, thus ended up me being a monster, and destroyed the planet. Cool. Oh, and they also crave chaos and start playing Burnout Revenge for the first time in February of this year because I only grew up with Burnout 3. Damn, those two games have something in common. Taking revenge. And same goes for Most Wanted. Razor cheated and got me arrested, so I'm gonna do the same to him. Anyways, I start the game with the Cobalt, and only gave it the first engine upgrade, and then spend my money on nitrous for Sonny's Golf, and then never spend my money in anything and keep using blacklist cars until I get my hands on the Lance Revolution. And to get that car, I need to beat Big Lou, aka Blacklist 11. I eventually did it, but prior to getting the Evo, I realized that the game wasn't balanced properly. Like, am I seriously facing a DB9 this early? What am I even supposed to do with Izzy's RX-8 with no extra upgrades? Anyway, the reason why I chose the Evo is because I need a car with all-wheel drive drivetrain against cops. Also, it handles pretty nice, so there's that. I know there's a much better car for that, but hey, this is my gameplay, let me do whatever I want. So far I'm doing well. I then beat Baron and get his Cayman, but I got too attached to my Evo and sell it without hesitation. Well, I only use his car for 2 or 3 races and that's it, but now, it is time for Earl, and how did I do against him? Earl is easy as hell. And I do not understand why everyone say that he is the hardest blacklist. I guess I'm just that good and all of you guys sucked. Use Baron's Cayman they say, huh? I'll take. Anyway, after defeating Earl, this is where the game started being bullcrap and stupidly broken, because starting in Blacklist 8, the AI started using supercars that I haven't unlocked. And some even use ridiculously fast early game cars to the point that doing speed trap races is near impossible with them rocketing at the start and then kept going further and further away from me. Oh, and also this is where I buy my second car because this car unlocks after beating Earl, the Mazda RX-7. Why? Because this game has no Nissan and the 350s he is supposed to be in the game but it isn't, so I'm getting the RX-7 instead. Also handles very well and I plan on using it for races till the end along with my Evo for pursuits. Alright, after Blacklist 8, it is time for Blacklist 7 where things start getting utterly disgusting. I'm racing against a Carrera GT and a cheating Punto. And that's when I learned that the rubber banding in this game is awful. There's this one race I'm doing and one of them use a Golf, but that Golf has a supercar engine sound when I'm close to them. Even in Blacklist 1 the AI kept using these broken early game cars against me. Are they maxed out with full Junkman parts? Or am I supposed to use a supercar and not an RX-7 and an Evo? Some even say that Ming's Gallardo is a must-have since it has ultimate parts, but that feels like cheating and I already love my cars. So I sold it for money and regret nothing. Well, eventually I reach Razor, beat him to dust and get my silver BMW back and end the main story. And I humiliate him in a Cobalt. Go watch race 3 in this video, and you'll see. Also during my practice run against him before recording, he got totaled in drag race, and yeah, that's all I got with the races in Most Wanted. Easy at first, and then everything went to hell with these cheating AI. I was surprised to see these blacklist racers being easy compared to these random AI drivers and I still to this day cannot understand why. And the only blacklist racer I have issues with are only Vic and Dizzy. Vic because in the second race, he brake checked me near the end. And as for Izzy, she was too fast for me to catch up and took me half an hour to beat her. But what about the milestones events? How did I do with them? Well, it was fun and can be tricky at higher heat, but I mostly didn't have any problem with them. That is until Blacklist 3, where the cops starts bugging. One of the milestones event want me to get into police pursuit lasting at least 8 minutes, and the other one want me to get 600,000 bounty in a single pursuit. I plan to finish them both in one go, but when I'm down to just one cop and have the backup timer start the 2-minute countdown, I am now the one chasing the cop while the one and only cop chasing me tries to run away from me. It's like Tom and Jerry but reversed. And if I enter the cool down and then get close to that cop again, the 2-minute backup countdown reset. It was frustrating, but in Blacklist 1, Sergeant Cross appeared. And I flip him over seconds later. And in that same run, take a look at this screenshot I took. Look how close that one cop is to my hiding spot. Yeah, that was my experience with milestones events. They were fun and I don't know why I'm afraid of them back then. But thank you Shadow the Hedgehog. So, I think it's time for me to rate this game. If I was IGN, I would rate this game a 9.7 out of 10. Because for some dumb reason, IGN rated Most Wanted 2012 a 9 while LoG Most Wanted an 8. And my reason as to why I gave it a 9.7 out of 10 is because of the broken rubber banding, and some car brands like Nissan or Honda not available disappoint me a little. But the experience itself was thrilling and I enjoy every single bit of it. The story was fun, the fact that they use real people as these blacklists are fun, and the soundtracks are full of bangers that I can't stop listening to them. Seriously. This game is awesome, and I play the PS2 version because of the graphic. Something about the orange lighting just felt natural and kinda nice. It's also funny because someone I know once said this to me. Why play the PS2 version when you can just play the PC version with mods? That doesn't make sense to me. Well, the reason why is because I want to play this game the real way without mods. Because if my first time playing has mods, my experience would be different. I would rate it higher than 9.7 out of 10, and that feels unfair to me. But since I already beat the game, now I can move on to the PC version with mods and get my hands on my 350Z. Well, I haven't fully completed this game since there's still the challenge series, but nah, I'll do them when I have the time since there's 68 of them plus one more with the Black Edition. Also the traffic in this game will haunt me forever. The amount of time I hit them in blind corners made me lose my mind. Oh, and Bull, I am not sorry for what I'm about to do to your precious SLR. Now if you're wondering if my thumbnail use AI. No. It's not AI.